The future of smartphones isn't just about bigger screens or faster processors. It's about how smart your phone can really be, and the Google Pixel 10 Pro might just be the first phone that feels less like a device in your pocket and more like a true AI companion. But here's the big question. Is the Pixel 10 Pro really the future of mobile technology, or is Google just wrapping old ideas in new AI tricks? Let's find out together. Before watching, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel Tech Insights so that you can get notified on daily tech updates. When Google unveiled the Pixel 10 Pro, the tech world immediately divided into two camps. On one side, people were calling it the most futuristic Pixel ever created. A phone designed around artificial intelligence that doesn't just react to your commands but anticipates your needs. On the other side, critics argued that Google is focusing too much on flashy AI features while neglecting the fundamentals that make a phone truly great. Things like raw performance, battery optimization, and durability. So today, we're going to dig deep into the Pixel 10 Pro, separate hype from reality, and uncover whether this is truly the device that changes the smartphone game. At first glance, the Pixel 10 Pro looks familiar. Google has stuck with its iconic camera bar, its clean and minimal design, and a build that feels premium without screaming luxury. The display is a 6.3-inch AMOLED panel with 120Hz refresh rate, HDR support, and brightness levels that can finally rival Apple and Samsung flagships outdoors. It's sharp, vibrant, and silky smooth. But here's the interesting part. Google isn't trying to win with just display specs or flashy numbers. Instead, the company is betting that AI will be the feature you'll care about most. And that's where the Pixel 10 Pro really tries to stand out. Let's start with the processor. Inside, the Pixel 10 Pro is powered by Google's new Tensor G5 chip. Unlike Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite or Apple's A18 Pro, the Tensor G5 isn't designed to dominate benchmark. It's built specifically to accelerate AI tasks. Google is shifting the conversation away from raw power and toward what that power can actually do for you in day-to-day life. Think of it like this: you don't buy a car just because it has the biggest engine, you buy it because of how it drives in the real world. And that's the philosophy behind the Pixel 10 Pro. So what does this mean in practice? Imagine pointing your camera at a sign written in a foreign language. Instead of just snapping a picture and translating later, the Pixel 10 Pro can now overlay real-time translated text directly on the sign itself, blending it seamlessly into the image. Or imagine you're on a call with someone who speaks a different language. This phone can translate both sides of the conversation in real time, making communication almost effortless. Another standout feature is Camera Coach. When you're about to take a photo, the Pixel doesn't just leave it up to you. It gives you suggestions, better framing, lighting, and even posing tips. For casual users, this can turn everyday shots into near-professional photos. And if you want to go wild, the Pro Zoom now allows up to 100x AI-assisted zoom. Yes, that sounds like a gimmick, but the results are surprisingly impressive. Unlike older AI zoom tricks that created blurry, artificial-looking shots, Google's approach combines multiple data layers, keeping details sharp while giving you the option to compare AI-processed and raw images side by side. Of course, this heavy focus on AI raises an important question: what about the basics? How's the battery? How's the speed? The Pixel 10 Pro packs a nearly 5,000 mAh battery, with 450W wired fast charging and up to 2050W wireless charging using Google's new Pixel Snap magnetic system. That's right, Google finally has its answer to Apple's MagSafe. The battery life has improved thanks to adaptive AI optimization, which learns your usage habits and adjusts power accordingly. But remember, during the first few days of setup, expect your phone to heat up and drain faster. That's normal for modern devices as background processes settle. Performance-wise, the Tensor G5 won't outscore the Snapdragon 8 Elite or Apple's latest chip in raw numbers. Benchmarks show a significant gap. But here's where Google flips the script. For daily tasks, photo editing, real-time translations, and multitasking, the Pixel 10 Pro feels fast and fluid. Unless you're an extreme gamer chasing the absolute highest frame rates, this phone will handle pretty much anything you throw at it. But let's not ignore the criticisms. Some early reviewers have noted that certain AI features, like live call translation, can be inconsistent. Others feel that Google is charging a premium price, starting at over $1,000, for a phone that doesn't deliver top-tier hardware performance. And they're not wrong. If you're someone who values benchmarks, gaming performance, or battery endurance above all else, you might feel let down. On the other hand, if you're the type of person who values smart features that actually make daily life easier, then the Pixel 10 Pro could feel like a game changer. It's less about being the fastest phone in the world and more about being the smartest, and that's a gamble Google seems willing to take. Now, let's quickly talk durability. The Pixel 10 Pro has IP68 water and dust resistance, Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and improved structural strength compared to last year. While it's not indestructible, it's built to survive accidental drops, splashes, and real-world use. And yes, please do yourself a favor, buy a screen protector in case, because no matter how tough glass gets, accidents happen. Finally, the cameras. Google is still the king of computational photography. With the Pixel 10 Pro, the main camera is a 50MP sensor paired with ultrawide and telephoto lenses. Thanks to AI enhancements, low-light photography is sharper, portraits are cleaner, and video stabilization is among the best in class. But perhaps the most impressive update is how seamlessly Google blends AI into the photography process. Instead of just giving you filters, it enhances the image naturally, keeping it realistic without turning it into an AI-generated painting. So what's the verdict? The Pixel 10 Pro is not the phone for spec chasers or people who only care about gaming benchmarks. Instead, it's designed for people who want a phone that actively helps them in their everyday lives. Whether it's snapping better photos, translating conversations, or just being more intuitive in daily tasks. In that sense, it feels like one of the smartest smartphones you can buy right now. The real question is, will people embrace this AI-first vision of smartphones, or will they demand raw power instead? That's where the Pixel 10 Pro stands at the crossroads of intelligence and performance. So, what do you think? Has Google nailed the future with the Pixel 10 Pro, or is it overhyping AI while ignoring the basics? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and of course, subscribe to Tech Insights for more daily tech updates.